Jones here on this live Sunday broadcast with a breakdown of just the historical hypocrisy. It's so over the top, it's like it's from a dark satire novel or something. The rigging against Donald Trump, the lying, the twisting, Google, Facebook, Twitter, admitting that they're siding with Obama and censoring anybody promoting Trump. The mainstream media admitting that they're spinning polls and engaged in deception. The fact that the debate commission now admits that Trump's mic was being faded down and was not sending audio to the crowd. The audience couldn't even hear him. They admitted yesterday that was true. Over and over again, I see Trump tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. And they take his strongest points and they turn it against him. A year and a half ago when he first announced for the presidency, he said, listen, I know all the loopholes that the elite have written in the laws. I will use those loopholes to bring massive money back to America. He gave examples. He said, look, the Chinese have a 10% lower tax on corporations than we do. That makes all the corporations move there. We cut it down to their level or lower, they'll all come back, or a lot will. And then they said, oh my God, he doesn't want corporations to pay taxes. No, he wants to bring them back here. We have the highest corporate income tax in the world. Now, the latest thing is they have illegally gotten his tax returns from 1995, where he admittedly had a $900 million loss and declared bankruptcy in some of his companies. Each new venture he does is a new corporation. 90+% of his ventures have been very successful. Most business people, 1 out of 6 is successful. He's 9 out of 10 or even better, but he has declared bankruptcy 4 times. And he used that loss then to move forward over the next few years and basically not pay taxes because of the loss. That's what all the rich do. Google pays 3% tax. If you go to General Electric, 2 to 3% tax again. Some major global corporations pay 0 tax. And then the leaders of those corporations do the exact same loopholes that Trump does and pay near 0. The truth is, Trump isn't elitist enough to pay no taxes like they do. The upper super billionaire crust are the ones. In fact, famous billionaires have said, taxes, those are for poor people. Those are for commoners. He wants to end all that, where China has a currency 35% beneath ours, devalued, which again makes people go build things there because it's cheaper to manufacture. They've got energy 3 times cheaper than us because they have all these dirty coal power plants. They're shutting down our clean ones. These are simple things. Let us have cheap energy. Let us have lower taxes. Let us have a currency that isn't undervalued against others, and we will explode. America's been the engine of the world. We've been sold out. But they take this and they spin it like it's a giant controversy because the system thinks all of you are stupid.
Trump wants to cut taxes for the super rich. Well, we're not going there, my friends. I'm telling you right now, we're going to write fairer rules for the middle class, and we are going to raise taxes on the middle class.
The establishment is hoping that the general public is ignorant about the current global crony capitalist economic system. It's time to wake up. In 2014, the New York Times paid 0 taxes. I could go on and on with example after example, and it's worse than that. Carlos Slim, the Mexican kingpin, one of the richest men in the world, basically controls the New York Times and is the majority owner. But I'm going to ask Bernie Sanders supporters something right now. You claim you're against mega banks and super huge corporations that have rigged the economy, and they have. And you're right when you say they pay almost no taxes, and that's a screw job. They've given all their money to Hillary. 98 to 2 billionaires have given to Hillary. She's gotten 20 to 1 corporate contributions. There's never been a more unified Republican-Democrat power structure against a candidate in history because they know he's a nationalist. They know he's not out to get America. And now there's this new recording, it's posted on Infowars.com, of Hillary Clinton talking to donors, making fun of Bernie Sanders people and calling them baristas and saying basically they live in their mother's basement. In fact, that's the quote, and that you're all a bunch of losers. This is what she's saying to these big fat cat corporate people who don't want to have a free market. They don't want competition. They want to sew the whole thing up. So you've got Sanders on the extreme left of populism, and then you've got this populist Trump, who's liberal in many ways, who you're rejecting. You're being chunked by the very same power structure. It's time for everybody to reach out to Sanders supporters with the recording of Hillary. And here's a clip.
They're children of the Great Recession, and they are living in their parents' basement. So if you're feeling that you're consigned to being a barista.
You're not a bad person if you've been forced to stay with your parents because this economy's been in depression for 8 years. You're not a bad person because you're a barista. Thank God we've still got some service industry. But the truth is, that's starting to contract. And our wealth that was saved up over 100 years is starting to disappear. We've got to make America great again. We've got to put it first.
The most important difference between our plan and that of our opponents is that our plan will put America first. Americanism, not globalism. will be our credo.
To talk about how desperate the power structure is, look at how a month and a half ago I came out and said we should watch for election fraud because of our intel. Obama came out and attacked me. Hillary did as well. Trump came out and said we should look at this. They said, oh, he's crazy. There's no such thing. What is election fraud? Obama said. And then they announced 2 weeks later they're going to federalize the elections. And it's in Bloomberg today that they have got evidence of the election systems being scanned by outside groups, the Russians. So the feds are going to take it over. Ladies and gentlemen, the fix is in, and only a landslide will defeat these people. And that's what brings me to my last central point here today. A man on Saturday morning got behind the set, like everybody else does with signs, with his Bill Clinton rape shirt from InfoWarsStore.com. And he began to yell, Bill Clinton's a rapist. Now, he started climbing over the barricade, which you shouldn't do. You should follow the law, but he's still going to win the $5,000. But just to be clear, we're not calling for violence with the media. We're calling for peacefully standing behind the camera when it's in a public area and getting images out and audio out exposing the tyranny that's taking place. We're not like Black Lives Matter, beating up people that have Trump signs in their yards, beating up homeless people for no reason, because they're white, with George Soros funding it, trying to start a race war. We are peacefully engaged in an information war that's having a huge effect, and history is taking place right now. So we need to see in the next 35 days till this election a maximum effort, because this is part of Brexit, it's part of Russia pulling out of the New World Order, it's part of nationalism rising again. It is a historic and exciting time to be alive. So please take action and realize that the people are on the march. The empire is on the run.
Best Friends Animal Society helps cats and dogs who are stuck in animal shelters find homes.
There's not only evil in this world, there's good as well. And no matter what color you are or where you're from on the planet, you can promote individualism, free market, free ideas, free association, the classical Renaissance Enlightenment system that has developed almost all the good things we have in this world. We can stand up to this together. We can say no to this. But history is happening right now. We're at the crossroads. And it's now time for everybody to have the maximum effort. You know, I'm promising to give this fellow that did this $5,000, and I am, for getting the visual and the audio on air. If you just get the visual, it's $1,000. A lot of people are saying, Alex, we're insulted. We'll do this for free. That's the whole point. It's to begin a cascade event. It's to create some excitement. Absolutely. Do it for free then. The point is expose it. Be part of history. Take action. Don't be a spectator. Be the man or woman in the arena. I want to salute all of you that have taken action. Again, of every race, color, and creed. God bless you all, because you are the resistance. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live. Available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You going to sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you going to be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action. Alex Jones here on this live Sunday broadcast with a breakdown of just the historical hypocrisy. It's so over the top, it's like it's from a dark satire novel or something. The rigging against Donald Trump, the lying, the twisting, Google, Facebook, Twitter, admitting that they're siding with Obama and censoring anybody promoting Trump. The mainstream media admitting that they're spinning polls and engaged in deception. The fact that the debate commission now admits that Trump's mic was being faded down and was not sending audio to the crowd. The audience couldn't even hear him. They admitted yesterday that was true. Over and over again, I see Trump tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. And they take his strongest points and they turn it against him. A year and a half ago when he first announced for the presidency, he said, listen, I know all the loopholes that the elite have written in the laws. I will use those loopholes to bring massive money back to America. He gave examples. He said, look, the Chinese have a 10% lower tax on corporations than we do. That makes all the corporations move there. We cut it down to their level or lower, they'll all come back, or a lot will. And then they said, oh my God, he doesn't want corporations to pay taxes. No.